so I heard through the grapevine that somebody wanted to call in as a mystery man. That's why I said don't say his name, because it popped up. And drop some shit on us. So go ahead, mystery caller. What do we have here?
So I have heard through the grapevine of off-road racing that the infamous, loved and hated Kailub Russell is leaving his beloved KTM team and going to Yamaha to race XC1 next year and help them potentially develop a 350.
Oh. So as I was traveling with unmentioned named people up to the Charlotte SMX, even though that motherfucker got food poisoning and threw up in the bleachers around us.
Oh, God.
So yeah, he
On the bus.
he mentioned something like a well-known off-road racer apparently is going to a different team for that. So you're saying you've heard, now this was at GNCC's, like what, how true do you think this story is?
I have very, very trusted informants telling me these things.
So it's kind of funny to hear that, because about 2 months ago, I don't remember what podcast I was listening to. May have been like Steve Mathis or may have been the Vital guys, but they were talking about how there's some big news going to drop from Yamaha soon. And I honestly figured it was going to be electric bike. But hearing you say that, I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, oh. So you have a trusted source that is saying Kailub Russell?
Sources, multiple
sources. Kailub Russell is supposed to go to Yamaha to race or develop a 350.
To race confirmed XC1 ride. I think it makes sense if he's going there that he is going to develop a 350. He was pretty instrumental in developing the KTM 350 back when those first started.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So it makes sense for Yamaha to shell out whatever they're paying him to do that.
What are your guys' thoughts on that? Plausible? Not plausible? Dude's full of shit. Dude doesn't know how to tighten bolts on his bike and parts fall off.
Yeah, right? And half the class runs
Doesn't-
over.
Yeah, but he don't have to work on a bike.
Oh,
All he's got to do is ride it.
we fucking with the collar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I think it'd be cool as shit.
It would be. Honestly, what's funny, because I have sources that I know within Yamaha. I can't say who, but they've talked with other people, and basically they're kind of like, we're worried that the 350 is going to take away sales from the 450. And it's like, yes, it might, because
Who gives a
honestly,
shit?
I would buy a 350 over a 450, because then I could use it for woods. I could use it for moto. Just switch suspension out. Have different sets of suspension. $1,000, right?
Just have 2 of them.
So, or get 2 of them. One for moto, one for woods. But here's the reality. You're going to steal people from KTM.
There it is.
Because a lot of people don't like KTMs. They like Yamahas, but they like the 350s, so they sacrifice that to go to the 350s. Like, I could think of 10 to 15 friends right now that would drop a KTM, go to Yamaha if they made a 350.
It's a very easy bike to ride. I mean,
It's an awesome bike.
it is. I mean, you could
They're like,
they're so easy to ride. You can ride it hard.
Dude, I've been-
it's easy.
ever since 16.
Yeah, you've been on
Ever since 16, I've that's all I've wanted to drive.
Yeah, because I think 2011 is when they made them, right? 10,
Yeah.
10, 11, 9, somewhere around
And they
there.
were, but when they first developed them, they had to rev them high in the RPM range to get them to make power. But they finally got them to where they deliver power down low and everything. And I mean, they got
Well, see,
Dude, I love them.
I think it's good for Yamaha that Yamaha's waking up a little bit, because how much makeup can you put on that pig? I mean, honestly, you haven't done anything except take your same base and add makeup to it. So redesigning and coming out with a new bike is a great idea. I think it would be great because right now, what's the difference in a 2005 YZ350 and a 2000 or in a 99? You know,
You talking about YZ350 or 450?
YZ, just a two-stroke. I
You
mean,
got different color rims on 'em.
exactly. So the R&D has been lacking for a long time up there, and now if they're going to come out
Yeah,
with
but we're
that,
talking apples to oranges. That's
Yeah,
two
so
stroke to
totally
four
different.
stroke.
well, no, but what I'm saying though is all they have is their 250 and their 450. Why not come out with a 350? Why not introduce to the market?
Well, they got
Like you
everything else
said,
already anyway.
Yeah.
yeah. So
It is going to start a development war.
yeah. So
That's what
that's
what
what
it ought
I'm
to be. They
saying.
started it
They-
with a 4-stroke.
Yeah, I was gonna say Yamaha's done great at expanding and like taking chances, better than a lot of other people, because they came out with the 4-stroke first. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're the ones come up with the 350 first. But I now also
may not
feel
have
like at
Japanese
that point,
bikes.
once somebody from fucking Japan does it, then the other brands will follow suit.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not Suzuki, but
Yeah, probably
yeah,
not.
but
Suzuki.
instead of 350, it'll be like a 370 or something. You know, Honda.
The trick
know.
is going to be for them, I think, is going to be the same thing that KTM and them ran into when they developed it, is trying to get that 350 motor to run like everything else. But you can bet your ass that they done bought every competition's bike and done tore it down, mic'd everything, looked at everything, and they'll probably do something like that. But I think it'd be interesting.
yeah, no,
Yeah, I
really
think it'd
hope
be
they do.
great because I like Yamaha. I like Yamaha bikes, and as you said, people would dump KTM. I mean, I like my 300 KTM. I mean, that's for me the best versatile all around bike for how I ride.
Yeah.
But you know, if they did come out with Yamaha came out with a 350, you know, I might be interested in something like that. If you're all you have on the menu is that 450,
They got a 250.
well,
It's badass too.
yeah, you shouldn't ride something that the same CCs is as much as you weigh. Okay,
That is true.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
squish that cricket.
I only weigh 160 pounds.
Well, I weigh a good bit more than that. So, me on a 250, yeah, no,
You need a 300 to pull.
yeah, and I don't want a 450 to wear my big ass out.
I had one for that. Remember that Honda CRF
Yeah.
450 I had?
Oh yeah, fucking wear your ass out.
Yeah, so a nice nimble little 350 would be great. You know, more options the better.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on the Japanese bikes to do something like that. You know.
Well, caller, do you have any other stories or things to add before we hang up with you?
I think it's also important to add that Kailub is currently KTM's contracted trainer. You got to think about how many people it screws over as well for him leaving that position.
Well, that's
But all the guys already know how to train. Shit, they'll survive.
Yeah, it's
From
There's
the
plenty
guy,
of trainers
fuck it.
around.
It's fucking right.
There's plenty of trainers around. They'll survive.
there's always somebody better than you. They'll find them.
Yeah, KTM will. They'll still. They'll survive without him. I mean, he's great. He's great, but don't get me wrong. But they're gonna survive without him. No problem.
All right, sir.
Good
Well, we're gonna end this call. We're gonna try calling this other guy that tried to call in. So thank you for sharing that information. And if anybody
Yeah, we'll
comes
wait
after
and
me
see if it comes
for
true.
legal reasons, I'm gonna give him your number. Okay, bye. Love you.